For yourself? Correct, I said. And I'd like you to bring them to me by themselves in metal canisters on a tray, please. And she was a tough old gal with a voice like sandpaper. Anything else, Your Highness, she said, feigning a curtsy. No, I said, that'll be perfect. And so Stan placed the orders for the two of them. And as soon as the waitress was gone, Sophie pointed at me. I told you, she said. He's up to something. Look at that smug, devious expression. And I, in turn, maintained my legendary flash cool. I could have told them what I was going to do, but they weren't going to be able to see it. And I was contemplating how I'd ever get recognition when the waitress returned with the shakes. Now, nearly 60 years have passed, and I still marvel at the conviction I possessed at that moment that I could restage a comic book panel as if it was real. That'd only be on peyote or maybe MDA, the old ecstasy. I mean, who wouldn't want a drug this good? In the interim, I couldn't count on the waitress tripping, of course, so I had to improvise. She reached the table, began reaching for a canister when, bam, I punched.
What?
I punched the bottom of the tray with this quick uppercut. This, blessedly, is where things get blurry. I remember the waitress screaming as the canister closest to her smacked into her face, shooting ice cream up her nose, and the tray, meanwhile, bounced down the aisle while the other canister splashed onto McGriff and Sophie. Well, mainly Sophie. And, I'm kind of sitting there, and as always, Stan was perfectly cool. This is a guy who used to run the Asian card games in Gardenia. Best poker player I ever saw. And so your buddies just expose you to mayhem when you're high on peyote and deserting to Canada. And he didn't even blink. He jumped up, grabbed Sophie, then ripped me to my feet and shoved me down the aisle. He said, "Run, you idiot!" He said, and I pushed through the restaurant's front door with them and the Oz manager on my tail. And we covered about a block when Stan pointed east. "You go that way," he yelled. "He'll follow you." And the manager did. Fortunately, he was as fat as I was and wearing slick loafers on top of it. So I gradually pulled away. And when I was several blocks away, and I sure was okay, I